So this is my airline skirt here. Okay. So first, what you need to do is that you're going to right-click on the model. See, this is my model. You right-click, and you can watch my demo first. Okay. So I'm going to right-click my model, and then I will select Save As with Components. You see Save As with Components. When I click that, it will ask you where you want it to save. So I will select the same folder and then say Open. Okay, and this mask appears. Now this is where you need to be careful because I know this is happening since last week, right? People, come on. Okay. So this is the model. You have to enter twice for model and for pieces. Okay. Now you notice that we have something similar to style number, right? Your three-letter initial, that's 2401. That's basically the style number. Okay. So model has the style number. So here you will enter replace with. You replace your initial dash 2401 with. No, you just replace 2401 with 2402. Because second project, this is project number 2, right? You will replace 2401 with 2402. You enter the same thing, 2401 with 2402. Okay. So when you do that, it will change. Let me use the other example because this is not really there. Let me use somebody's example. Who is YYW? YYW? Okay, nobody says. So let me use this one. So you right click, Save As with Components, and now you select the same folder, which is FD321, Open. And here you replace 2401 with 2402. Okay. And you enter same here for pieces, 2401 with 2402. Okay. And then you can hit here apply. Okay. When you hit apply, you notice that you see new model name and a new piece name. It will be changed to 2402 instead of 2401. So when you see that, you can say OK. Okay, when you say OK, and then suddenly you have this here. You see 2402. See 2402 created. Okay, so exactly the same model with pieces, just the name is different. Do you see that? Okay, so let's do this together. Okay.
I need the one.
Okay, yes. So let me write it down because it's secret.
Are we clicking our file or your file?
No, yours. Okay. So if you haven't done that, so you need to wait a little bit. Okay. CC. Let's see. This room is CC40. Okay. CC40. P. Try it. Okay. So, Carrie, did you create the model?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. Okay. So let me do it again, everyone. So this is the model, right? Let me delete this one. Okay. So you right click on your model. Okay. And then select Save As with Components. Okay. And next you select the folder where you wanted to save for your new patterns, right? So you select our folder, FD321, and say Open. Then when this mask appears, okay, you will enter replace box 2401 with new style number, which is 2402. Okay, and same for pieces. So 2401 with 2402. And you can, when you can just say, okay, but before you do that, you can just make sure by clicking apply. When you apply, you see model name's been changed, all the pieces also changed. So when you see that, you can confirm with okay. Okay, then you have exactly the same set of pattern, just under different name. Who were able to do that? Yes? Okay. Anybody? The problem? That's okay. 2402. 2402. Were you able to do that? No, that's not. You don't see that? Okay, so that means computer problem. Yeah. So you can log out. I'm sorry that. Log out, and then I will change the station. Yeah. Okay, everybody made a second set? Yes. All right. Now, now I can do here. This Gored skirt. Okay. So this is basically the draft. So what we're going to do is to use airline skirt front and the back as a draft. So waistband doesn't change. Okay. So waistband we keep it as is and just change the front and the back, and then you create new pieces. Basically front center, front center, front side, back center, back side. So you create 4 pieces eventually. Okay. So I'm going to do the demo first, and then you can watch my demo and then try to do yourself. All right. So I'm going to open the one I just created, open with pattern design. You know what I'm going to do. All right. So I would do YYW. Okay. So I'm going to open this in separate work area. Okay. And remember, everyone, I know I received emails, I can't, you get into trouble. It is because you need to always remember set up preferences. Remember preferences? Okay. Before you do anything, make sure you check. Okay. First thing you need to check whether you're in the imperial system, right? Where do you check? The bottom, right? You can see it in the bottom. You can, if you see in, that means imperial. If we say CM, meaning metric system, so you need to change that. Okay, so that's the very first thing you need to do. By going to, from the top menu, you select edit tab, right? Edit, and on the ribbon you see customize. Okay, customize, and then you click down arrow, you select preferences. Okay, so on the preferences you have multiple tabs here. So make sure when you do here in general, always uncheck click and go. Okay, if you, for example, if you're trying to trace the pieces right from draft, remember when you trace to create a piece, you maybe response is you can't close, or what was that? What was the response? Somebody So basically, you cannot close the space, okay, because you forgot to uncheck this. Okay, so make sure this in general tab, don't check it. I will show you click and go when you get a little bit better. okay, because it's faster. But until then, make sure you uncheck click and go. Okay. And display tab, you want to make sure the piece is filled with the colors. You can check. Okay, that's more like a visual, not necessary, but it will be very helpful to see that, right? So display, and then the most important tab is here, path. Okay, the path has to be, see, its default is C data 90. So you don't want to save the piece in that local drive, otherwise, you know what happened, right? It doesn't, not only this program, other programs too. You know, if you save in the local drive, you know, you lose access when you get home. So make sure you change this device to Z as Zulu, right? Zulu, and device is our class. So the storage area is FD321. Okay. Then make sure apply, save, okay. Okay. So that way, now on, when you work, when you modify patterns, when you save, it goes to the folder, our folder. Okay. All right. So you did that, right? So let me pull this. Also, another thing it's very helpful is here. Customize screen layout. Screen layout, you want to add dots. So then you see it will be 1 inch apart. It is very helpful when you place the pattern pieces. You have a little bit sense of scale, right? It helps to gauge the scale, size of the pattern. All right, so I will place all pattern pieces. Okay, so right click on empty space, place all tiled. Now you have all the pattern pieces on in your work area. Okay, might have to open, Control C. Okay, so I have front and the back and the waistband. Okay, so let me turn. Okay, right. So let me do the demo first. I'd like you to watch my demo first. Okay, so every time when I modify pattern, I will first turn off the seam allowance so that I don't need to see seam allowance. So at the bottom left or right corner, you see that a box says seams. Okay, when you click that, you can hide or you can show the seam. Okay, so that this is where the button is. So I will hide the seam for now. Now, don't you forget. Sometimes you forget that you turn this on, then, oh, I forgot to add a seam allowance. You try to add a seam allowance, it doesn't show, then you get in panic. It's because you forgot to turn this on. Okay, that's where seam allowance is. Okay, seam. So I turn off seam allowance. Okay, then next step is I need to do this. Here, I'm going to draw basically the goal line from dot point, this is from dot point to the hem 4.5 away from center front, and I draw a straight line. Okay, for back, same here from dot point to 4 3/4 from center back, and I'll draw the line. Okay, so that will be the goal line. Okay, so this will be a little bit of like a review here. Okay, so let me zoom in here. So which tool do you use to draw a straight line? You will go to create, right? Because you're making new. So you will select create and line 2 point straight. Okay. So I select, so this is what I like you to do. Okay. When you select the dot point, okay, you will place your cursor over either of the leg and then hold down your left button and slide all the way to the dot point until you see this yellow box appears. Then you release, okay, and then move your cursor to the hemline, okay. Now, how do you place the point that is 4.5 away from center front? What do you think? How do you place this so that the point will be 4.5 away from this point?
The notch.
Well, then I'm kind of too late, right? Because I do not yet. Yes. You bunny click, right? Right. So I will bunny click the hemline. Okay. Bunny click. Then you see the arrow comes down. You see from the bottom. Then you can enter 4.5. Then line will be exactly 4.5 from the center front. Did you understand? Yes? Yes, I will. So you first create line, 2 points straight, right? And then you select the dot point, release, and then move your cursor over the hemline, and you bunny click left and right button at the same time. Hold it down a little bit. That's, don't just click. You kind of have to hold them down. And when you release, you see the arrow comes from the bottom. That means that's the measuring point, starting point. So then at the same time, you see that this box is already highlighted. So all you have to do is you just enter the measurement, which is 4.5, 4.5. And that's it. Okay? Let's try that.
Okay, sure.
What do you mean? That's correct. Yeah, that's right. Hold on, let's open. Now we go. Okay, so you know what happened. Yeah, so when you run, and here, you will not really run hard. Okay, right now, we really press hard. Okay. Oh, now you can see it.
Yes.
Oh,
So
great.
from here,
So right click.
in model.
Yeah, right click. Save as this component,
See.
and then select open, and you set the 2401 and 2402. You do the same for the bottom. 2401. Is it 10? Okay. Yeah. Okay. You should see copy.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then click that. 02. So right click. Open. So you open that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So open 5. It doesn't look 4.5. Can you do it again? Because you're not really selecting that. I know bunny clicking is a little difficult. You kind of have to really hold it down. Okay? It's not just click. Actually. Really hard on the headline, exactly on the headline. Hold it down. Two buttons the same time.
Yeah, I see what I'm saying.
Because you see the little things, okay? Here. To here. See, I'm bunny. You see that?
Oh.
So you have to really press hard. Two buttons stand together. All right. What's your?
For some reason, I can't do that. Like the opening file.
What do you need to open? This one?
Yeah.
Open with pattern design, separate work area, or active, whichever.
But I didn't make the copy.
Oh, you didn't make copy yet? You didn't make a model yet?
No.
Okay. Can you enter your initial here? And start? No, you need to enter start here. Okay, so this is the piece you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what you can do, because you need to catch up. So why don't you practice with the airline skirt and these two pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can do right click, save as, and we change this number 2, right? And then okay. So you have two. Okay, so you practice with that, right? Anybody else? Okay, if you didn't do a model, you need to get this. So you can select the front and the back skirt or waistband, right click, save as, and then change 2401 to 2002. You numbered everything 01. It's supposed to be 0203. Remember? That's fine. You just change 01 to 02, 2402. No doubt. Just get cancel first. Click, right click, save as, and just change 2401 to 2402. Okay, and okay. Anybody else? You tired? I know evening class is a little hard. All right. Now, this is how your front skirt should look like. Yes? Okay. So let's do the back. Back the same way. You will use create line 2 points, and from that point to hemline again. I will bunny click right very hard. Now, if you look at the screen, can you look at the screen? Oh, I think I should call technician, right? This is a little happening too frequent. Oh.
I don't know. We're going to use people first, and then have another direction.
The projector is out.
So you would think because one of the things like this. But one of the things.
Yeah.
I don't have money. But I'll have like 2 or 3 days and then get it to.
Okay, so you see here, that's one thing. When you body click, so remember this clockwise, each piece of the clockwise, right? So it's always start from here, because this is the clockwise direction. So when you body click, it's always start from this direction. So how can you change it so that this arrow comes from this end?
Tab.
Yes, you press tab key. So when you press tab key, it starts from the other end. Now you can enter 4.75. The line doesn't look really clear. Let me change the color. Did it work? Is it better? White looks easier, right? Okay. All right. So this is how your front and back skirt should look like. Got that? All right. Now, so this is basically the draft. Now, all you have to do is you're going to trace this part, trace this part, trace this part. So you trace 4 pieces. Okay. Now I will give you the names, right? Remember, we have to name according to the conventions I talked about. So let me write it down how you name. So you will either jot it down. We can take a picture. Okay. So this one is project number 2, right? So I'm going to make a little bigger so you can see. So this is 20. So you have your initial, right? Let's say your initial dash 2402, correct? And then 01 is front center. Let me front center. And how many pieces you cut? Really? Front? Yeah, 1 on the fold, right? So 1 S self, right? And then same here. I think I did this one. Let me do that bigger. Okay, your initial and same here, 2402. Now number 2 is front side. Okay, how many pieces you cut? 2 self, right? And then again, 2402. That's piece number 3. You will probably select center back piece first, right? Yeah, no, see, this is randomly, just how do you, Oh, but when technicians here, it doesn't happen, right? It's not here. Is it something you can do? I don't know. It just, how you describe that?
It just goes blue randomly. The screen just goes right below.
Professor, so when you're saving, are you making saving as another copy or just renaming?
Yeah, okay. When you trace, it asks you the name, right?
Oh, yeah.
So then that's why I'm showing you now. Okay, so wait until trace, okay?
How do I put both of my things in here?
Both of what
Both
thing?
my front and my back.
Where is your back?
It's not in the work.
Well, then you go to,
open.
no, you can do that, or you can go to ArchiMark Explorer, and then you have Explorer open already here, on the bottom, not the other one. Yeah. And then select the back.
Oh, so it doesn't open.
All right, so what was that? Oh, back center, and then you cut 2, right? And then 2402. Number 4 is back side, right? And you cut 2S. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, you pay attention. Thank you. All right. So then waistband doesn't change, but you just have to rename. Okay. So that will be 2402. And that's 05 waistband, 1 self with fuse, right? Okay, so these are the names. Okay, you can write it down or take picture. Okay, so when we name, these are the names. Okay, so it will be 5 pieces. Ready? All right. Now let me do the next demo here. So may I have your attention? So this is the front piece. Okay, so you know how you trace. Remember, where do you go to trace pieces? Create, right? Create, piece, and trace. Okay, so you can't do randomly, right? You have to follow in order. Okay, so I will first select center front, hem. Oh, before we do that, okay, you took pattern making classes. Okay, if you notice that if you just trace these pieces, it's very hard to distinguish, is that a front, is that a back? Do you agree? Mm-hmm. Right? So it's not nice if I add a notch here, just a single notch, and a double notch here, so that when you trace, this is the back piece, and this will be the front piece. Okay? So you can eyeball it. I don't give you the measurement. You will go to create notch standard, and you can add a notch here, and then notch here, double notch here, and about half an inch apart. You do add a double notch like this. Okay, so that way, when you trace, it copies the notches. Okay, because if you just trace, adding the notches later, it's just a little extra work. So it's easier if you add a notch at this stage. Then when you copy, when you trace, it copies the notches. Does it make sense? Okay, so on the front, you just doesn't need to be accurate, just about in halfway. add a single notch, and then double notch to the back. Okay. All right. So let me now start with the front here. I press F4. Okay. And I'll go to create piece trace. Okay. Create piece trace. Then I will select center front, hem, and the line we just drew, and then the leg of the dart and waistline. And right click OK. Now you don't need to trace the hip line as an internal line, so you just right click OK. See, now it pops up. You see, this is when you need to add a name. So what is this one here? I don't know what this is. So here I'm going to change 01 front center, right? 01 front center 1S. Okay. Did you get that? Do you want me to do it again? Okay. So, okay. Oh, gosh. See, when this happens, this means crashed. Okay. So, but don't be alarmed. When that happens, you just saw, right? When computer crashes, what you need to do is like this. You go to AccuMark pattern design directly. You directly open pattern design. Okay. And this is where autosave is. You see this translate date, and the time was saved was 7/12. So hopefully I can recover most of them. See, I have that, most of them saved. Okay. So this is what you need to do. When computer crash, just open directly AccuMark PDS, pattern design, and on the left side you see autosave recovery column, and you can select that file. And most of the time, your patterns are saved. All right. Okay, let me get back to this again. So I'm going to create piece trace. Okay, piece trace. I select center front, hemline, and then the gore line, and dot waistline, and right click OK to confirm. And they say you can actually at this stage, if you want to keep, let's say, hip line or the internal line, you can select the line. But I'm not, I don't keep the hip line, so just right click OK. Then piece will pops up, and you rename this with the one that I showed you, right? So 01 front, 01 FC, and 1S. Enter, and right click OK. So that's the you should have the piece created. So you do the same thing for the side. Again, create trace. You can start with anywhere, but has to go in order of the clockwise. Okay. Yes. Yes, please. Yes, if accidentally, you forgot, you can actually, save as and rename. Okay. It's not a fatal mistake. No. It will be 02 front side and 2S. Okay. Who needs help?
Did you say FC1S?
Center front, yeah. 01 F. Well, no, FC front center 1 cell. Front center 1 cell. Okay, yes. You couldn't draw the line. F4, and then create 2-point line. Create 2-point straight draw. And then you select the point, and then you bunny click, and then bunny click, and the 4.5, right? And 4.5. 4.5 for front. Look at your handout. Okay, please.
Is there a way I can remove my annotation?
Yes, annotation. You go to edit.
Edit.
Edit. Actually, modify. Sorry, modify. Delete on the left, all the way to the left. Annotation, and you click the annotation. Right click. Okay. Anybody else? Were you able to copy? Oh, Lori, you copy 4 pieces. Good. All right. All right. So I will continue with the back again. So this is the back. So I would do create piece trace. I start with center back. Oh, okay. This is the one. Okay. See, it didn't save the notch. So it's saved in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So that certain part didn't save. So I forgot to. I didn't add the notches here. Okay. Okay. So again, create trace. Click. Right click. Okay. And the back will be center back is number 3, 0, 3, back center BC, and then 2 self. Okay. And continue with the back side. So the back side is number 4, right? So it'll be 0, 4, waist, back side BS, and 2 self. Okay. So now, you will keep this front and the back origin as a draft. Now you have these 4 pieces. You should have these 4 pieces, right? If you're successful, you should see these 4 Gored pieces. Got that?
Yes.
Okay. You need to go to create trace. And then click here. Simple one. Click in the hand. Yeah. And get that on is dark. And wait one. And right click OK. Right click, okay. And right click OK. And then left click. And then see now you enter name. Which is 01 FC 1F. Remember? Okay, so this is kind of same, right? When you have draft, you will just trace, right? Trace, develop pattern pieces. So that's what's actually doing, right? And then what do you do after that? If you're making paper pattern, after you trace, you're going to add seam allowance, right? And notches. And then you will finish the pattern. Okay. Who needs help? Were you able to have 4 pieces done?
Are the seam allowances the same?
I will go over that. Okay, so now these are 4 pieces done. And then waistband, you just have to do, because you don't need to change anything. So you go to File, Save As. Okay, File, Save As. And you click the waistband. Okay, and then you change the name to, this one is number 5, right? Isn't it? 05, waistband, WB1, self with fuse, SF. Okay, 05 WB, waistband, 1 SF, and save. Okay. All right, now all pieces are created, right? What else you need to do now? We need to turn on, remember we turned off seam allowance, right bottom corner, so turn on seam. So you can see the seams, and you see that seams missing, where seams are missing, right? Okay, now let me ask you this, okay, everyone, may I have your attention here? Okay, so when you, after you trace, this is why you need to be careful when you do tracing, okay? Here, there's 2 legs. Remember when you trace, this is the line, and this is a dark line, okay? So there's a little split point here. Do you see that? And then create a little corner. Do you name it like that? What would you do if this is the paper pattern? Huh?
You smooth.
Yeah, maybe you will kind of smooth it, right? So that's what you need to do. So in this program, then first you want to combine these two lines to make one continuous line, and you fix this. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, how to fix. Okay, so this is where, because computer pattern making, you don't have hip curve, you don't have French curve. So how do you fix that? Is by moving points. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, everyone? Okay, so here, this is the corner. I'm going to first combine these two lines by going to modify line actions. Okay, modify line actions, combine. Okay, now you have to be careful because you have combine in also piece section combine. Okay, so don't get confused. Line action combine, not the piece action combine. Okay, so sometimes you mix up with this and then why I can't do combine because of that. So you make sure you go to line actions combine and you click these two lines to combine. Okay, so now the square turned into a triangle, I see. Okay, so then it's still corner. So what do I have to do next? This is very important. So I want you to just watch my demo here, screen, okay? So here, this is the corner here, right? Now remember, if I have straight line, if we want to turn into curved line, what did I have to do? If it's straight lines, 2 points, right? Point to point, there's nothing in between. So if you want to turn into curve, you need to add points, remember? Okay, so this is what you need to do. Okay, so if I add points by going to create, because you see, if I move this point, see whole thing move, you see that? This is not what we want, right? We don't want to move entire line, so you don't want to do that. So what you need to do is you create adequate points, like about here and here. Okay, and if I try to move this, what happens? You see, now you constrain the area. Okay, but it's still, you see, when I'm trying to move a little bit so that trying to make a nice curve, you see that this part also still moves, right? Okay, so we don't want that. That means you still need extra points. So I'm going to add more points here, like about here and here. Then if I try to move this point, okay, see? Because points act like anchor. Okay, so if you add extra points, then you constrain the area, and you can just change the area you specify. So then I can move this one a little bit, so you can see now it's much better, right? Okay. All right, so that's how I want you to fix. All right, let's do this this together. First, you go to modify line actions combine. So you need to do for each line. Okay, and you go to create point, and you add like 2 points nearby, like this. Okay, then you go to modify single point, and you just push a little bit in, like that, so that line gets smoother, right? Do you understand?
How did you add the point?
So go to modify, so create point on the left side, point. Okay. No, to create point on the left, all the way to the left.
Yeah, I was just saying I was
Oh, you were using it. Okay. So that's now you fix the curve. So the same for the back, right? It's creating a little point. So first you will modify line action combine. Make sure you combine the lines, right? Okay. And you add adequate points, maybe 2 points on both sides. Then you go to modify point action single point, and you move points a little bit like that. Okay. I think backside is quite good, right? I don't think you need to fix backside. Don't you agree? Backside doesn't look bad, so I don't do anything, right? Yes. Which one?
The modified quick action.
Yes. So modify single point.
Oh,
Yes, modify single point, point to action, single point. Then you see you will select the point and then you just move. Just push a little bit in so that, you know, you get a smoother curve. Yes. Here, this one.
Yeah, like this one side and that side.
Yeah, I don't, yeah, backside is good, right? I don't fix it, yes. Yeah, I don't, yeah. See, it's a nice line, so yes. I wouldn't fix it.
But also,
Yes.
when I do this, it
Uh-huh.
only goes here.
So you added extra point somewhere, so put
And,
single point. Oh, okay. What are you trying to? Okay, so you must have added more, like more than you needed. Okay.
so do I just delete?
Yeah, delete point maybe. Delete point, and then you hold down left button. Hold down left button. Cancel. Delete point. Hold down. Hold it down. Yes. You see, you have extra point there. About that, you need to delete. Okay. Now try modify. Move. Modify single point. You added more point. You can put it right next. There you go. Don't worry. You can.
But doesn't that move the triangle?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's okay.
No, as long as the line is smooth. Okay. Yes. You see, because you can retrace the what you can do. Let me see. If that happens, you can do like this. Modify line action split. And you can split it up. Then split it up. So now that's the two different lines. Right. So because the line was a continuous, right? Sometimes when you select, computer, mistake, or maybe you select this line. Okay, now I split, so you can only select this line. So when you trace, you shouldn't have trouble. Anybody else need help? Okay, yes. No, go to here, and then active mark, and then select the pattern design. What's that? Is that today? Okay. So make sure you save. Don't forget to save because computer crashes, right? So save. All right. So your each piece, do they look good? Lines are smooth, no corners. Okay. Right. So then, may I move on to next step, everyone? Yes. All right. So next, I'm going to add seam allowance. Okay. So it would be always good to turn on when you go to view from the top menu, the tab, you see the view, the tabs at the top. So you select the view, and on the ribbon, you see piece seam amount. Okay, piece seam amount. When you turn on, it shows seam allowance amount. Okay, so you don't want to add seam allowance inconsistently, right? So you make sure you know which seam amount you want to add. So here, how much do I add?
0.5.
Really? 0.5. Yes, correct. Sorry. Sorry, I lost myself a little bit. Yeah, so 0.5. So how do you add seam allowance? Advanced. Define. You see, it's a little tricky, right? There's no adding seam allowance here. So define. So when you define, you can just click the line. You can actually select the multiple line and right click OK and enter 0.5. Okay. So same thing here, select, right click OK, and 0.5. Now you notice that when you trace, you lose a mirror. See, look at the center front. It's no longer on fold, right? Line is solid line. That means it's not a mirror. So what do you need to do? How do you mirror a piece? Remember? Modify, yes, modify. Piece actions mirror. Okay. So what do you need to be careful when you use this command? On the right side, user input, don't you have to do something? Here, on the right side column, user input.
Oh.
Yes, fold after mirror. Make sure you check that. Fold after mirror. Okay. And select, then left click the center front and right click OK. Right click OK. So it will be exactly same as the first original, right? Center front is on fold. Yes. Okay. So, okay. So finished adding seam allowance. Now once you finished adding seam allowance, I go back to view and turn off seam amount. So now I don't need to see the seam amount. Okay. 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 Now let me move on to next one here. So here, if I see each piece, I'm missing notches. Do you have notches? Notches on the hem? Not really, right? So let me do that next here. Okay, may I? So to add the notch, oh, I forgot to add a notch here. You see, this is what happens. See, I forgot to add a notch in here. Remember? So that's why, see, I need to add a notch. So if you forget to add a notch, this is what you can do. If you pay attention to my demo here, did we use walk tool? Walk, running, walking? Did I show you walk tool? No? Okay. Maybe I should wait because that's a little tricky tool. Yes. Okay. So I need to add a notch here. Okay. So single notch. Let's say I'm going to add a notch here randomly here. So, but I want to add the same location for the back. How can I add the same location, same distance? Not like here. So you need to measure first, right? Okay. So I will measure, verify, measure between notches. So I will select here. So that is 15.45. Okay. So I go back to notch standard. Oh, but you do have you guys have notches, right? On this here, single notch. Do you have the notch?
Oh, I thought we just guessed the places.
Yeah, so you're good because I forgot. I forgot. That's why I'm doing. If you forgot, so this is what you can do. Okay. So you measure, add a notch, measure, and then when you add a notch, I will bunny click and then tab key. So you enter 15.45. So I have notch in the same location. Yes.
Front center and back center is on fold, right?
No. Back center is not on fold. Why?
So only front center is on fold.
Yes.
How do I eliminate seam amount?
On
I accidentally added the
front, if you turn center front, if you turn and change to mirror, you will lose the seam allowance.
Ah.
Okay, because center front is on mirror, right, on fold. So go to modify mirror piece, and then so here, see, should be dotted line like this. Go to modify piece action mirror, and make sure you check this fold after mirror on the right side column. Fold option. Check fold after mirror, and you click the center front line. All right. So let's review. If you want to add a notch like this corner here, okay, you can't use create notch here, right? Do you remember? Bless you. If you want to add a notch to the corner, where do you go? Well, I can't add notch here, right? Create notch if I try to, not see what happens like that. you can't add notch to corner. So where can I go to add notches to corner? Do you understand my question?
Oh, is it advanced?
Yes,
Same
advanced.
corner.
Right, same corners. Okay. Now, if you don't need to change the shape of the corner, you just have to select the regular. Okay, so I'm going to select the regular here. Okay. So remember, when you select this option, okay, you will select most likely extension, right? Because you want to add a notch here, like here, right? You don't want to add a notch here, do you? Well, it's parameter number 101. Do you want to add a notch here? Not here, which one? This one. Yeah, this one is unnecessary, right? Because you're not gonna split from this thing. So you wanna add notch here. Extension of this line, correct? So that's why you select extension. Okay, check extension, and then this is the first notch or second notch.
Second.
Why do you say second?
Clockwise.
Right, clockwise. Okay, that will be second only, right? And then you just select the corner, and you will add notch to second location. Okay. I know. And you have to do every corner with that. So here, this would be first, right? Select first. And this one is second. And this one will be first. Unfortunately, you have to do this every corner.
The hem too.
Hem is what? Okay, hem is, I think, we added previously, but this part is missing. So what do you do? Same here, right? First only. This would be second only. Okay. Because you see, usually you saw from top end, so you need notch here. Now, if you really want to insist, okay, you can do both like this. Okay, it's up to you. I'm not gonna, picky on this, but you just want to add notches to so that garment is properly sewn, right? Okay. Huh? Oh yes. So advanced, same corners here, right here, regular.
Do you want one at the dark?
Huh?
The beginning of the dark. Do you want one here? Or not? Do you want one here?
I don't think so. Because skirt is this long, right? I think in the middle is adequate.
Okay.
Yes. Oh. Oh. Okay, yes. Somebody told you? Are you good? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just for this part,
You see, because you select none.
Oh,
Extension, yes. And the first or second, yes. All right. So I think this is a little hard to look at. Let me change the color again. It's getting cold here a little bit. No? Right, you see better? Yes, I think. Yes, okay. Say, okay. White looks, you can see better, right? All right. Little bit better. Okay. Yes.
I can't put a notch on my center front. Is that normal?
Center front is because on the fold.
So I shouldn't have a notch at all.
I have a notch here.
Yeah, it's not.
You see, this is my notch here.
when you mirror it,
Well, I can do it on the top. I can't do it on the hem.
Hem you don't need.
Then good.
Then good. All right. Yes, question? Yes. Regular.
Either vertical or the bottom.
whatever's first and second.
Second.
Is equal to what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
One.
Right. Any other questions? So add a notice. And I'm gonna wear my jacket. It's cold.
Do you want us to save the draft as well?
Draft with discard. Okay. I mean, don't do anything.
Don't save it.
No, you can save it. You can save it.
If I save it and I keep working on it and then just save again,
Mhm.
it'll save.
Yeah, yeah. So you can do like a file, save, and right click, select all, and you can save. Anybody else? You're good? All right. So may I move on to next one? Next step? Not yet. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, work on that. Who needs help? Just need a little time. Make sure your pieces are properly named. Okay.
Next, this one go to the.
You know, there's something. There's a point issue. Maybe you didn't combine the line. Go to
Yeah.
right. Modify.
Delete it. Or
No, you don't need to. Just go modify. Line actions, combine. Line actions, combine. Click these two lines. Okay. Now you combine. Can you zoom in? Maybe something that points somewhere. Oh, I know what it is. Zoom in where the corner.
this one.
No, that corner. Remember the trouble corner? See?
So just
Yeah, move point. So modify, single point, and then just try and make it straight. It's gone, right? Now it's good. Okay. Yes. That's fine, but leave it like that. And then after you finish everything, you go back and edit everything.
This is not. I don't know.
Oh, I will change at this point. I will explain how to do it. Everyone. All right, everyone. May I go to next one?
Yes.
Okay. So now you're done, right? Okay. So what you need to check is again, make sure you have adequate seam allowance, correct seam allowances, and notches, and then the grain line. You see, I didn't really, your grain lines. Make sure it's in the middle. Okay. For computer pattern making, it doesn't really matter. But if you were to plot the pattern, right, then this is where annotations will be printed. So along the grain line. So if the grain line is sometimes, let's say, like, slightly off like that, okay, that will be, not a good situation. So make sure grain line is in the middle, okay. And if it's a little off, you make sure you move in the middle. So that would be good things to do. Okay. And I guess that's it. So this is where you now made a new skirt from original skirt. Okay. So let's go to File, Save, move your cursor in your work area, right click, select all. Okay. And right click OK. And right click OK. Make sure you always right click OK. Right click OK until you need to execute with the right click OK. All right. So that last part of my demo, may I? Okay. So don't close this yet, but you go to AccuMark Explorer and then check if your pieces are there. Okay. So I'm going to enter my initial here, and then see I have 2402. Okay, 2402. I have center front. Why I have so many? Oh, okay, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have all pieces there. Okay. So if you made sure that all pieces are in your folder, you go back to ArcuMark PDS, you close this, okay? Close PDS. I know it's very you just close this because you saved it, right? Now what you need to do is, okay, everyone, remember I have this 01. This is draft. You see, this is draft. Okay, so you don't want to save draft. Okay, so I'm going to select 01 center front, right? And hold down the control key, and I'm going to select FS, right? That's number 2, and number 3 back center, and then number 4 back side, and number 5 waistband. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm skipping the draft. Okay. Now, once you select these total 5 pieces, okay, right-click, open with model editor. Is it clear to this point? Let me do it again. What if you click your folder, okay, and you can do like this. Ted, your initial, star, and you can enter 2402. Okay, star, your initial, star, 2402, star, and when you click hit, you only retrieve the pieces with your initial plus style number, which is 2402. Okay, so these are the pieces in my folder. Now, here, if I click 01, I have 2 01s because this was the original front skirt, which we don't want to use. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you skip that 01 and then go back to 02 FS and 03 BC and 04 BS and 05 waistband WB. So these are the pieces you want to select. Okay. Once you select these pieces, release your control button and right click, open with model editor. Okay. So it is very important you select in order because when you open, see, this is how pieces are populated, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Are you following? Do you need help? Were able to upload?
You did the front ones first.
So 01 FC, right? 01 FC and 02 F. Let me see what you're talking about. Right, 01. Is it 01?
02, 01.
Okay, so I think you didn't really follow, you didn't add the number, right?
These are the ones that I just did.
Yeah, but you missed this. You see, remember you missed the numbers. It's 01, 02, 03. So what you can do, right click, rename, and you can enter a number here. But that's not you want. That's not you want. The one you created, FC, yeah, that one. So that'll be number 1. So insert after 24 dash 01. Yeah, dash 01. Yes. Okay. And FS is dash 02. And the right rename.
Yeah.
After 02. 2402 dash 02. Okay. So naming is very crucial, right? You notice that numbering the pieces, and because otherwise you easily mix up with other pieces, which is fatal mistakes you make sometimes. You don't want to override other, pattern pieces. Who needs help? Okay, so let me finish my demo here. So a model here. Now I have 0, 1, 0, 2, so it's in order, right? Front center, front side, back center, back side, and the waistband. Now category here, okay, in this class you just use numbers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And piece description, it carried over from the original piece, so you still have to fix it. So here, number 1, I will say front, center, okay, cut oneself, okay, and front, side, cut to self, and back, center, cut to self, and back, side, cut to self. And waistband, you can use it, keep it as is, right? Because cut oneself and fuse. Okay. So these are piece descriptions. And what else do I need to do? Fabric, right? Fabric column, fabric 1. What do you enter? Right, S, 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 S. And the waistband, you have fabric 2 with fusible, right? F. Okay, only waistband has fabric 2, F with fuse. Okay. And let's talk about this flip. Remember flip? What is this? This is very important, right? Remember? Okay. Now, when you say here front center cut 1, you don't need to do anything because you will cut one piece as is, right? When you say cut 2 self, front side, cut 2 self, you don't cut 2 pieces the same, right? You expect the pattern to cut on the flip side, right? Mirror image. So here, you don't enter 2 here. That would be a big mistake. Okay? Instead, what you need to do, cut 1 as is, and then cut another in X flip. Remember X flip? You understand? This is very important. So you could cut in Y flip, but that's very rare. Okay? So you will enter 1 as is, and 1 with X flip. So 1, 1. When you say cut 2. Okay? So I enter here 1. Same here for center back, 1, 1. Okay? So other than front center, because it's on mirror, right? Waistband. So front side, back center, back side, you cut 2. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay? All right. So now you will file, save, and you name this your initial dash 2402. Save. And what does it say? Do we have 02? Yes. Replace. Save. Why is that? Do I have already? TED. Where's TED? TED. Oh, I have already.
It's because you copied the 24.
Oh, right, right. You're true. Yes, so I will save and replace. Thank you. Right. So if I close this, I have model contains proper pieces, right? 5 pieces. You should see. All right, so that's the end of the Gored skirt. Questions? Okay. All right, so we can take the 10 minutes break and then we continue. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to create a zip file. Okay. Again, remember this program is separate from, remember, regular folder like this one, right? These are the regular folders we have, right? Like a C drive, a document, a download. So you can't just bring the piece like this one, trying to move, drag into it doesn't work because this is an exclusive program. Okay, so that means you need to convert every time if you want to send out or if you want to attach to the email, you need to convert. Okay, it's called zip file. Then you can actually save in the regular document folder or download folder or any folder you create outside Acumac. Okay, so in order to do that, you need to convert. So first so for this program, this project, 2402. So this is the model. So you select, just highlight, and then you export it. And this is the model number. So what I like you to do is always add the date. Okay. So this one, what is today?
20th.
So I want to do like a military way. Okay. 24 FB February and 24. Okay. Date, month, and then year. 24 5th FBE, FEB. 20 FEB 24. Okay. Day, month, and year. Okay. Then so I save. Okay, so I'm saving in document folder, right? I save. And then when you do that, when this mask appears, this is very important because if you forget to click include components, meaning pieces, then if you don't check, you just export in model only, not the pieces. Okay, that's not what you want, right? So make sure you check here, include components, meaning pieces. Okay. So select, check, and OK, and OK, and OK. All the warnings, you just click OK, OK. Now I check my document folder. Okay, so this is my document folder. See here I have this. It's called here compressed zip. So I have this one. Now this is where you open your Brightspace, okay, and then I'm not student, so I don't know how you submit. Don't you have to like upload, right? Something. So you know where your file is, so you upload this file. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this one. So I like you to submit this. Now on. Okay.
So we don't have to submit the A1 script here?
No, airline is fine. I just no, from this project on. Yes, said all. You forgot?
Never mind. Sorry, my brain is. So that was a Gored skirt.
Gold score, yeah, 02.
Professor, it says on Brightspace that the A-line script is due today.
Today, airline score.
So
You can just ignore it, right?
Huh?
You submit the zip file.
No, airline you don't need to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just ignore. Yeah, you're right. Just ignore.
Ignore it.
From project 2. Gold score. So you so if you really finished Gold score, you're confident that everything is good, you can submit already. But otherwise, take time and day. You have 1 week to go.